Hey guys, for today's video we're going to be doing a fun golden black design glam type of skull makeup. This was really time consuming for me to do with the line work combined with having to stay in frame while I was filming, but honestly this is a pretty simple look to achieve, especially if you don't have a ton of products in your collection, because the concept really only requires a few products. Even though I was excessive and I used a ton of different products, you really don't have to. But in general, this video is very straightforward and we should be getting through it pretty quickly. So to get started, I already have on an even base of foundation and my brows are filled in. The first thing that I'm doing is quickly priming my eyes with my Balm Cosmetics eyelid primer. Moving on to the eyeshadow, I'm using Voss's Hashtag palette. I'm starting off with a little bit of a lighter brown in my crease, and I'm blending that all around my crease, around the outer V of my eye, and carrying it down underneath my eye as well. Then I'm going in with black, and I'm first adding it to my lower lash line, but then I'm going to be building the pigment up in my crease and around my outer V. Whenever I work with black eyeshadow, I always add little amounts at a time because I really tend to want to go in and add a ton of black and it just ends up making a big huge mess. So I really have to force myself to be careful with it and add like a little bit at a time, build up the pigment and blend it as I go. Once I've carefully blended out the black a little bit, I'm going in with a darker brown shade and smoothing out that transition. Now I'm just using my finger to pack some gold eyeshadow onto my lid. I think the golds in this palette are so beautiful, but anyways, I'm just packing it on with my finger and then going in with a brush afterwards to even out the shape a little bit. With a really small brush, I'm bringing the black eyeshadow around from my crease into my inner corner. I'm adding some eyeliner to my lash line and making it thicker towards the end of my eyes, but I'm not doing any type of wing, I'm just sort of blending it into the black eyeshadow. I'm using Pretty Vulgar's black gel liner for this, and I also added some to my waterline and lower lash line as always. I'm moving on from my eyes for now and getting started on the design for the rest of my face. So for a reference, I'm actually using a photo from my first attempt at this look from a couple months ago. The first time around, I used a semi-detailed sketch of the design as a reference. But anyways, I'm using Suva Beauty's Gold Hydra liner and I'm just sketching out the designs. So there's really no way to explain this, I'm just trying to make it as even as I can on each side and just copying the design that I already have. The Suva Hydra liners are water activated, so they're awesome for this type of work because they glide on so smoothly and so easily, but you can use any type of face paint or eyeliner or even eyeshadow. I think you can make it work with whatever you have in your collection. So like I said, this is the second time I've done this look. I just felt like there wasn't something right about it the first time, like my line work was a little messy or whatever. But after I've done it again, I still sort of feel like I don't love it, but I did spend a very long time on it, so I wanted to upload it anyways and show you guys. Even though I'm not completely happy with it, I'm hoping that it will inspire some of you. Now that I'm done with the gold, I'm going to be outlining everything with black. I'm using Suva Beauty's Black Hydra liner and also Suva's 620 liner brush. Their liner brushes are truly amazing. I highly recommend them. They're probably my favorites in my collection, and I do have a lot of brushes. So this part is definitely the most tedious and difficult because if you mess up with the black, it's a real pain to fix it. So I kind of had to learn to be light-handed with the first, stroke and outline, and then go back in and darken the lines after that. This part actually takes me a very long time to do, mostly because it's really difficult for me to film the line work because I like to be extremely close to the mirror and hunched over. So I apologize that my mirror is in the shot. I know it's really annoying, but anyways, I find it easiest to do more intricate work like this with my Suva Hydra liners as opposed to gel liners because gel liner doesn't apply as smoothly. But if you are going to a party, the Hydra liners can wear off around your mouth if you're drinking and stuff, since they are, water activated, so just beware of that. I would suggest using gel liner or even waterproof liquid liner if you are going to be wearing a look like this out. Another quick helpful tip that I didn't really follow but that I would suggest following is to work from the top down on your face. That way, if while you're working your hand smudges your face, it won't smudge a ton of black everywhere and ruin everything. But anyways, I'm just drawing the designs. There's not a lot to explain. I'm just copying the same design I've already done. I did some more intricate designs between my teeth, but I just could not film it because it was too frustrating with the position of my camera. But of course I followed the same process, and the process is really just self-explanatory. Once I outlined everything, I just filled in a couple of the negative space areas with black, so like the spot between my cheek and my jaw, and also around the temples. Now I'm going to be adding some highlight. I'm using NYX Cosmetics Liquid Highlight as a base on my cheekbones and brow bones. On top of where I applied the liquid highlight, I'm using Makeup Addiction's Gold Rush Pigment. Their pigments are some of my absolute favorites. I always get questions about them when I use them in looks or out in public. They're so amazing, and you can kind of see it when I turn my face, like how shiny and reflective they are, but the camera really doesn't do them justice. But I do have a discount code in the description in case you're interested in checking them out. On top of some of the gold areas, you can see it the best on my teeth. I'm adding CoverFX's Mirage glitter drops. CoverFX's glitter drops are so beautiful. I love them so much, and you definitely can't see, like, again, the camera just did not do them justice, but they are really beautiful. I think this look would also be really cool if you added some actual loose glitter or even some rhinestones. Wow, I'm actually mad that I didn't add rhinestones, but there is no way I have time to spend another 7 hours filming this, so I'm just gonna move on. To finish off the look, I'm adding lashes. I'm using House of Lashes Noir Fairy Lite, and I'm applying them with my Artemis Lashes Lash Applicator. Once I finished my face, I decided to add some little designs to my neck and collarbones as well, so I'm just following the same simple process that I did before. And now I'm just taking my hair out, and I am done! I think the greatest thing about this look is that it's pretty easy to do, and most of you can probably do it with whatever you already have in your makeup collection. Like I said, if you don't have or want to buy the Suva Hydra liners or face paints, you can easily use any type of eyeliners, and for the gold you can use any type of liquid shadow, glitter, or even just a regular eyeshadow. It's definitely a look you can achieve with very few materials. If you do decide to recreate it, please tag me. I would love to see your recreations. They always light up my day, knowing that I inspired you, especially if it's a look that I'm unsure about. But anyways, I love you guys. I'll see you in my next video. And as a cool tidbit, I decided to spray myself with water at the end to watch the black and gold drip off. So there's that.